sharing this with all of you, right? I've seen that many people in this business, they come and they start directly dreaming about millions. They start dreaming about, oh, millions, this, that, blah, 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 right? You know, they want a Rolls Royce, they want a Ferrari and this and that. I was not even knowing how Ferrari looks actually that time. I was not even knowing how Rolls Royce look actually that time. I was driving Maruti Baleno, right? And I was happy with that, right? Okay. So what happened? People start dreaming something which they are not able to relate to, right? And what happens? And it becomes a wishful thought actually, right? And wishful thoughts never give you daily energy, right? What gives you daily energy is your next goal. What is your next goal? It can be any damn thing. It can be a shoe worth $2,000. You know, it can be a shirt worth $500, right? You know, it can be just a watch worth, 1 lakh or 2 lakh rupees actually, right? Any damn thing which was not possible when you were doing the job alone actually, right? And believe me, I started working for these things. I was not even knowing, I was not even thinking beyond, because there was no one around me who was living that kind of a life that time, right? There was no one, I met my upline after 1 year almost, right? Okay. He was driving Mercedes and he was already a different character. So, I thought maybe he's great. That's why he's having a Mercedes, right? I was not able to relate to that, right? Okay. I was happy with my Maruti and then after that Accord. Okay. But small things, like for example, I've seen people earning money in this business in first month, suppose they earn $2,000, example, which is equivalent to maybe 1.5 lakh rupee, 1.5 lakh rupee. Okay. And when I asked them what you did with this money, they said, no, I am accumulating it. Why? Because I will do this big thing actually, right? I'll square off my loan or I'll square off this or that actually, right? And that's the biggest problem, right? Life mein na ek gadda khuda hua hai. There's a hole. And in that hole, people put their salary, right? And when this extra money start coming in, they put this money also into that hole. And after some time, they jump into that hole and die. Correct? So my only request is that when you earn $2,000, $1,000, 1 lakh rupee, 2 lakh rupee, right? Use at least 50 to 60% of this money to do something which increases your belief and self-image and excitement actually. Right? And how that will happen, spend this money. Spend this money actually, right? Because I'll tell you, earning money is not very difficult in the business. Spending money is difficult. When you start spending that money, you become friends with that money, right? You're not scared, right? And when you're not scared, it stays with you for long. It keeps coming back to you actually, right? Correct? And why to spend? Simple. Because as a human being, we need a sense of achievement every now and then. We need a sense of achievement, right? Okay. So you do something. For example, when I earned my first 1 lakh rupee, I immediately bought 3 ACs. I didn't had even 1 AC in my house. And there were 3 rooms, living room and 2 bedrooms actually, right? We immediately bought a 3 ACs and installed, right? Now, every day when I'm coming home and sitting in the AC in Bombay, okay, I'm feeling, wow, this is possible only because of the business actually, right? So every day, this AC is reminding me that business is already changing my life actually. I don't need millions for that. By 1 lakh rupee only, it changed up to some extent. Now, if somebody says it does not work, it will not affect me because I'm already sitting in AC air actually, right? Which was not there before, right? And that guy may not have AC, right? Correct. Then second, after that, when I changed my car, second-hand car I bought, big one, second-hand. Okay. But cash down, 8 lakhs, 6 or 8 lakhs, I don't remember, right? Okay. So anybody watching me, they'll say, oh, second-hand car. But I know this is cash down. I don't have a single paisa loan on this, right? Every time I used to press the accelerator, I used to feel, wow, It is only possible from this business actually, right? Then after that, the full-time maid at home, the cook at home, the driver at home, these things were not possible without this business, right? Okay. And for these things, you don't need millions. What you need is a mindset to spend actually, right? When you spend, you get used to these things which were luxuries before become necessity now, right? And you work for necessities anyway, actually, right? True. So check yourself, because you are there in the business which can give you millions. This business is like an ocean. This business is like an ocean, right? You can go with a spoon to fill the ocean water, right? You can go to fill with the mug actually to fill the water from ocean. You can actually go with a bucket or a drum or a gallon actually, right? True. But you know what? If ocean is there in front of you, why not putting a pipeline and get the whole water from the ocean actually, right? But for that, you need to build a capacity here to dream, right? Okay. And I've seen people initially, they're not able to dream. Even if they dream, oh, big things. It's all wishful thought actually, right? Okay. Because you need to actually treat yourself every month, at least with one thing, you and your family, right? Every month, one thing, right? Change everything. Your physical appearance, the house where you live. I'm not telling change the house. Interiors, better things, your clothes, for that, you don't need millions, right? Every month, if you're getting 50,000 extra, okay, why not spending on that actually, right? Why not? And if you don't know what to do with that, spend time with your uplines. Tell them to make me spend money actually, right? And I've done this. I've done this in Vietnam. I've done this in Kuwait, everywhere actually, right? Okay, why? Because people were not knowing how to spend money. This is the biggest issue actually, right? True. So my point here is simple. Do you have a short-term goal every month? Okay, every month, this month I'm going to get this and treat myself, right? Celebrate. When you celebrate, you get sense of achievement, and that sense of achievement allows you to dream bigger actually, right? And then bigger and then bigger and then bigger, right? This is for people who are new or people who are earning less, right? But now the biggest danger is when you start earning good money, right? You're earning maybe 1 lakh of rupees every week. 4 or 5 lakh is very good actually, right? This is the biggest danger, right? Because 4 or 5 lakh rupee, when you start earning, you're already living a better life than people around you, right? From your downline, from other people, right? And you're not able to dream bigger actually, right? And you think you're arrived, right? You think arrived. And that's where exactly you become like a king and then you fall, right? Believe me, this business is like a rocket, right? Okay. The fire need to be there all the time. That's why you need to know what is. Now, if somebody says it does not work, allows you to dream bigger actually, right? And then bigger and then bigger and then bigger, right? This is for people who are new or people who are earning less, right? But now the biggest danger is when you start earning good money, right? You're earning maybe 1 lakh of rupees every week. 4 or 5 lakh is very good actually, right? This is the biggest danger, right? Because 4 or 5 lakh rupee, when you start earning, you're already living a better life than people around you, right? From your downline, from other people, right? And you're not able to dream bigger actually, right? And you think you're arrived, right? You think arrived. And that's where exactly you become like a king and then you fall, right? Believe me, this business is like a rocket, right? Okay. The fire need to be there all the time. That's why you need to know what is your next goal, right? Okay. And what I did, thank God, I was always spending time with people who are bigger than me actually, right? Who are bigger than me, who have better life than me. Even when I was maxing out, I started spending more time actually, right? With people who are bigger, right? And there was a time when I was not knowing what to do. Because so much of money already lying in the bank, so many properties, everything actually, right? And God knows, in right time, that is the time our founder, Datusri, he invited us at his place actually, right? And after coming back from there, I said, I'm still poor. I have a lot to achieve actually, right? When I saw his house, I said, okay, this is the house We need to build the house actually, right? Okay, the new house, right? And that's when exactly everything started doing, right? Okay, so always spend time with people who are already flying. Okay, don't spend time with people who are crawling actually, right? Okay, because when you spend time with people who are crawling only to empower them so that they can start running and walking, right? But if you only stay with them and you will not be there with people who are flying, how you will learn to fly actually, right? Correct? And why to crawl when you're born to fly? Why to crawl when you're born to fly actually, right? And believe me, you know, this in this business, either you can grow or you can degrow. You will never be stagnant actually, right? You will never be stagnant, right? Okay, so you have to ask yourself at any point of time, do you have a next goal ready actually? Next goal ready for which you are 24/7 thinking about this only, right? You know, and I know people who worked with me directly and still working with me, even if they are maxing out on 2 PCs, they're still restless, right? You know why? Because they have already the next goal in their mind, right? Already the next goal, right? Not small short-term goal. And that goal is not for achievement. It's not like, oh, I will achieve something big, right? That goal is a survival issue for them actually.